probably not.
Look, I'm teal.
You can like scooch over.
Look, I'm teal. I will.
And like
I will.
me.
I'm just my foot was in the way.
You're teal now?
I'm teal now.
You look like Leela.
Now I'm Leela. Now I'm teal. Now I'm Leela. Now I'm teal. I know I'm Teela. All right.
It would be nice if like Teal ever like had like that removed and just put like the Earth home symbol on instead.
And the little Terra one. That would be cool. You know, if he gets a good artist, he could probably adjust it for him, like a good tattoo artist.
Yeah, dealing with molten metal on skin.
Super easy fix.
Yes.
What up, y'all?
What up? What up?
We're super ready to record.
Yes. I have not so San Diego there's okay.
Where to start?
Many things have been going on this week. Some of it I will cover on the actual thing. In terms of video cast stuff.
Look at my shirt.
She had a really awesome shirt from Critical Role.
For my birthday.
I have really cool shirt from Lamp for Time, and coincidentally, we were both wearing shirts given to us by the other person.
That's true. Good job, bud.
Well, that was completely without planning. Mainly, I wore this one yesterday. I wore this one yesterday while I played a dragon that tried to kill Grace.
I mean, in fairness, I died once, and so did domestic partner boyfriend Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just not quite dead yet.
Yeah, not dead yet.
Not dead enough.
Yes. Things to share. The podcast officially did go out last week. Or was it the week before?
They're
before. Gone. They're out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're out there. You should have something.
Cards, not podcasts.
Podcards.
And we've already had one request for Gould in the Box card.
Then I guess it's gonna happen, isn't it?
I forget who on Twitter. Thank you very much for officially requesting.
You put the gold in the box.
You put the gold in the box.
What if we put the gold in the box, but then we have the gold sticking out and he's wearing the sunglasses?
And it has another box in front of him.
It's a gold in the boxception.
It's gold in the boxception.
I'm gonna stop talking because the more I say, the more poor Nixie's like worked into a corner when we design them. So I'm gonna stop talking. Nixie, I love you.
Anything else for the precast video exclusives?
Thinking.
I now have the fuck this shit mug this week.
Yes.
Mainly because our second Terra mug is in the dishwasher.
It's missing in action. It's off planet.
It's off planet in a dishwasher.
No other news to report. Have a good day. Sometimes that's how I write up my end of the night reports because our boss is former military.
Yes.
But also I wanted some sort of sense of communication. So he's like, nightly reports. So cool. I'm like, got it.
Can do.
So sometimes the nightly report is nothing to report. Bye.
Over and out.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually start trolling them that way. I'm gonna make them official military style.
Do it. I always say Roger that, and he sometimes makes fun of me for it because I've just always said that.
Yeah. No, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm gonna take it, make it complete military report.
You should do it.
Yes.
Military time and everything.
Yep. Doing it.
I have a couple of things, but I'll put them on the voice part of the cast. Should we start the voice part of the cast?
I'm ready. Let's
What episode? 180?
180.
Oh, I can remember that one. Okay.
God, we've done 100 here.
I know, we're closing in on 200.
Okay, go.
Okay. Welcome to There's No Place Like Terra. Welcome to episode 180 of There's No Place Like Terra, Stargate First Watch Rewatch Podcast. I am not Grace.
Yes! And I am not Nixie.
Can I say I've always wanted to do that and I always forget about it because I get in such a rhythm?
It is hard to like, it's like saying your ABCs and being like, okay, but now flip like the I and the J.
I mean, I already fucked up the intro in the intro and then had to recover.
Today,
yes,
we're watching.
Yes.
Or we're blahing. SGA.
We're almost professionals at this.
Season 1.
Yes.
Episode 14.
Uh-huh.
Sanctuary.
Yes.
AKA.
Uh-huh.
No amended tappings were harmed in the taping of this show.
I like that one. I like that one. Mine was AKA Space Lightning is a level 9 spell.
I like that too. My other one was Intergalactic Flirting, but I like the first one the most.
Yeah, no, I really like no Amanda Tappings.
Are harmed in the
No Helen Magnuses were injured in the making of this episode. So before we get to the cast, there's been a lot this week.
Things.
In like, not so much in us like personal lives. Just we had you guys know me probably enough through this vocal medium that we do to know I like NASA. And like space shit. And you should have seen me Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
At work as I nerded out with finding ApolloInRealTime.org. You can go back, I'm sure, and listen to the thing.
Holy crap, that was
live.
fun. Yeah.
And like they had the whatever video they had for the launch, there's plenty. And then they had like a transcript, and then you could click in and like listen to the individual auto tracks of mission control. And then like yesterday, before I tried to kill him with the dragon as I DM'd one shot. We like listened to them landing and like, you know, almost running out of fuel as they landed. And then last night, listened to like them step out, and it was really cool.
Do the things with the. I'm going to take the opportunity to troll some of our coworkers.
Oh my God! Thank you for bringing it up because I was going to if you didn't.
But. I mean, you get the credit because you actually had to witness this in person.
Yes. So one of our coworkers, who shall remain nameless,
adorable.
He's a great guy.
Charming.
However, I was going, oh, well, in about 30 minutes, you can live watch, quote unquote, live watch Apollo 11 launch. And he went, which one's 11?
Mm-hmm. Now, to the layman, I will give this. Sometimes that shit happens.
Yes.
You don't know them all. I know 11 and I know 13.
But you know 11 and 13.
Right. And this person has worked with Nixie for 5 years. So by pure osmosis should just know things.
Also proceeded to go, was that, no, he said, was that the one, oh shit. Who stars in Armageddon?
Bruce Willis?
Yeah. He goes, is that the one with Bruce Willis? And I went, huh?
Yep.
He's like, well, with Bruce Willis. And I went, first of all, I think you mean Tom Hanks because Armageddon is not Apollo. And
no,
second
Armageddon is the one that happened. Like...
second of all, that was Apollo 13, the one that did not land on the moon.
Yeah. You're almost there. You know what I think? I think he's just slowly getting into grumpy old man face.
Probably.
Like where you're like, no, Grandpa, you're not making sense. You're
home,
sort
Grandpa.
of in the right spot, but not really.
Which one was 11?
Which one was 11?
Yep.
Anything else? There's so many Comic-Con things.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. The other thing in pop culture was Comic-Con. And
There's
I
just
can't
too
even
many
keep
things.
I cannot keep up. The one that I'm going to there's two moments, and they both happened yesterday that I think we'll talk about the Stargate in 1 second. Well, let's talk about Stargate first. 15th anniversary panel of Stargate Atlantis. We have not been able to see it yet. We have seen, and then I've showed Grace, because no spoilers, David Hewlett's amazing little pop-in, because David Hewlett, I'm sure you're listening.
No,
we love
super
you.
listening all the time. You're our favorite person.
We totes love you. And it was amazing, but I can't wait to watch it because Grace can't, because no other spoilers in it.
I know. It's like, it's tough now to be excited about a thing and be like, just kidding, you can't have anything to do with it.
You can't have anything to do with it.
So Google now does this great thing on your mobile app where it tailors possible news things that you want us to look at. And I'm like, stop that because I can't. I can't look at any of that. You're going to spoil the show for me.
And the two big things that, one of us is half interested in, the other one's super interested in, and the other one we're both interested in is Picard.
Yeah.
After my strong feelings about Discovery, I have full faith after seeing this Picard trailer that Picard is going to be amazing. Because it looks amazing.
I mean, it looks really fucking cool.
I'll
give you the credit.
And if you have not seen it yet, do yourself a favor, pause this podcast, go watch it, and come back, because there are 2 cameos or 2 guest stars featured in the end of it that I won't spoil it for.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing. Also, there is a certain well-known Star Trek director who will be coming back and will be making cameos with someone else that person is often doing cameos with.
I know some things. I totally understood all of that exactly. In other Comic-Con news, I keep forgetting this, but there was a picture that Hideo Kojima tweeted with him and Ashley Johnson, and I'm like, oh right, oh right, she's in the new fucking thing, which looks amazing. I don't know what's come out yet.
Oh, to me, the only one was there is a picture of Mercer and Lin-Manuel Miranda together.
That's
and like
good. Lin-Manuel Miranda
brain melted.
Is taking Comic-Con by storm this year.
To be fair, he should take Comic-Con by storm every year.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is the year where he finally came out west and was like, he's doing the whole thing where he's on the floor.
Spoilers. We love Lin. A lot.
Not just because he's Gizmo, guys. I don't know if you knew this. He also writes Broadway plays. Did you guys know that?
To be fair, that music.
Right. But look, he's Gizmo, which is amazing.
It's just so. From the first moment.
Technically, he's Fenton Crackshot, but fine.
From the moment I first saw In the Heights, just the fact In the Heights movie's coming out too. Like I first saw In the Heights and it was just amazing. And I talked to him at the stage door. It was his first big thing, and I got a hug from him and everything, and it was so cool. And he's everywhere now, and it makes me so happy.
There's this great. If you follow Kristen Bell on Instagram, which I do, this adorable video. Yeah, she's the best. This adorable video where she's going full. And she says this in her clip. She goes, Lin-Manuel is the new sloth because of the infamous sloth video where she's crying. She's so happy. And she sees him across the way and she's crying because she's so happy. And then he returns the excitement.
Seriously.
And then it's just like this love collision. It's like this beautiful, weird thing. I love her. Can I take a minute to just love her?
I love her.
There's a picture of her and the Veronica Mars crew, and it's like post panel, and she's weeping openly in the
there was a meme, and I fully embrace this meme, and this goes to my love of Lin, of find someone who looks at you the way that Lin-Manuel Miranda looks at everything.
Oh, that is a good one.
He just has so much fucking joy. Okay. The other thing,
sometimes I'm like, put that shit away. I don't want to look at it.
I don't need to see your fucking joy everywhere.
I'm the Skeletor meme where it's like, I don't want to feel good.
I don't want to feel. The other thing came out yesterday in the I think
to feel evil.
18-hour Marvel panel in Hall H.
Jesus.
We have to wait till 2021, ladies and gentlemen. But fucking Thor, the Goddess of Thunder. I cannot explain to you how goddamn exciting that I am. And again, Brother Matt posted this earlier in Facebook. But again, this is not She-Thor. It's not fucking Lady Thor.
It's just Thor.
It's just Thor.
She's
a Goddess of Thunder. Yeah, she's a woman. But it's Thor. It's not Lady Thor.
It's just Thor.
It's Goddess of Thunder.
It's not like Mrs. Pac-Man, y'all.
It's not like Mrs. Pac-Man. And since you know, one of our mascots, Miss Kaylee Thor, is named after the Goddess of Thunder.
Boom.
I'm really excited for that.
In her butt.
She does fart really badly sometimes.
Guys, this is a Stargate only podcast. We're purists. We only talk about Stargate
Legit
things.
Only Stargate.
For that reason, watch the first 10 minutes of, what is it, episode 56?
I don't know what episode, but I just tweeted about this.
What was it? Yep. Watch the first 10 minutes of episode 56 of Critical Role.
Especially
99.
if you've never seen anything Critical Role or know anything about D&D.
Just do that. The end.
There is a moment that I fell off my chair, basically laughing. We wish we had it on video.
I should have videoed.
I about died.
Yeah.
The streams are crossed, guys.
Oh, and I promise there's no spoilers. So if you actually plan to watch the show at some point,
there's no spoilers.
You can watch it and not ruin the show.
Because I'm getting closer and closer. I'm at episode 25, I think, of the current campaign.
Yeah.
So I'm getting closer and closer. But both you and Brother Matt consistently are sending me Sam Riegel's D&D Beyond ads.
Yeah.
Just randomly from future episodes.
The debate's pretty fucking great.
I really can't wait to watch the debate. I had a question for the debate, but I did not get it in because I legit didn't think that was a real debate, which is stupid me.
How dare you?
Okay. February 11th, 2005.
It's right before Valentine's.
Valentine's. This is written by Alan Burnett. This is actually his only Stargate writing credit, but he also has started writing for television with Wonder Woman back in '78.
Oh wow!
He's written a ton of LA Law. He was an EP on it. He's also known for writing New Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits revival, and he wrote a fair amount of Batman comics.
Nice. All I know about The Outer Limits is when Lorelai makes fun of Luke on Gilmore Girls. Guys, it's been a while, but that's still part of who I am.
Of course, it's always part of who you are.
And he's like arguing for Outer Limits, and he's like, Outer Limits is just as good as the Twilight Zone. It's just people who think that they're better, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, bro, I didn't realize how big a nerd you were.
Can I say, though, I am 100% someone who, did not have a dog or a horse in that race. They were they lived together as equals.
I don't think I ever watched Outer Limits.
It's like Star Trek, Star Wars. They don't have to fight.
They can just exist.
They can just exist together.
We are all connected in a circle, in a hoop that never ends.
It's the circle of life. I can't wait to see that movie.
I was actually going into The Colors of the Wind, but that works too.
Can I tell you that I realized in the middle of me singing Circle of Life that it was not Circle of Life? Okay. But I just committed to it because
it's still Disney.
If you're going to make a mistake,
it's still 90s Disney.
Make it big.
It's not even
and make it broad.
Yeah.
People will think you're on purpose.
Going with confidence.
That's how I made it through my dance career.
Like it.
Directed by James Head. Again, only episode of Stargate.
Oh.
Our featured guest actress is Lenar. Lenar, interesting. I've never heard that name. And I will not give
Varela.
Thank you. She's a Chilean actress and model who was Princess Nissa in Blade 2, second Blade, Blade the second.
Okay.
Blade
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Dose.
Yeah.
Also, did you ever watch the 1999 miniseries Cleopatra? That had Timothy Dalton and Billy Zane and Rupert Graves and Sean Pertwee.
No.
And everyone.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
It was a thing. It's like a Hallmark channel.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
It is height of late 90s.
Yeah.
She was Cleopatra.
By the way, speaking of ridiculous TV movies,
yeah,
Lifetime is now doing more V.C. Andrews movies. I feel that it's very important to tell the whole world this because they need to keep happening. And 14-year-old Grace is super excited about this.
I mean, listen, I'm never going to say no to a good Hallmark film. There's been, I don't know if you know, that there's an entire catalog of Michael Shanks.
Yes,
Hallmark movies.
Come up. You know what? That's gonna happen. We haven't watched a movie in a while.
We haven't
watched a movie for the pod in a while. We're gonna Hallmark some of that.
Actually, we officially can watch A Dog's Breakfast now.
What?
We can officially, guys, I just realized we can officially watch A Dog's Breakfast. We're gonna have you watch A Dog's Breakfast.
I don't know what that is, but I'm for it.
It is written, starred, and directed by one Mr. David Hewlett.
Yep.
Starring his actual dog.
Oh, buddy. Okay, I like it.
Also starring a lot of people from Stargate.
Of course.
And his sister, who's an amazing actress. And Paul McGillian.
Okay, it's Leonor Varela.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, we're going to watch A Dog's Breakfast. Okay. You can now officially watch A Dog's Breakfast.
I'm in.
Right. So, previously on Stargate Atlantis, Carson tells us the Wraith defeated the Ancients. They've touched every world in the galaxy. They're bad. They eat people. The Ancients were researching Ascension, which we know all about Ascension because we watch SG1.
Yeah, we're like, bruh, yeah, Daniel, just throw that name.
Just down on this. So we flow seamlessly into the episode with the team on a jumper running from 2 Wraith darts. They're being fired on. Ship is shaking. They're taking some damage. They can't even fire back. And McKay's like, I'll fix it.
I like calling this Fightyville. They started in Fightyville.
The Stargate's on the opposite end of the planet, like the opposite side in orbit.
It's like when you go into Disney and you're like, oh, we can do the thing where we cut across to Hollywood Studios from Epcot. But it's actually just takes you to the butt of Epcot.
It does.
You're like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
So this was a bad idea. Okay,
It is the armpit of Epcot there between like Paris and England.
Yeah. Hashtag inside Florida jokes.
Inside baseball.
Okay, I'm
so
speaking of baseball, no, I'm just kidding.
McKay just can't get the weapons to work, even though he's pretty sure he has it. Still no weapons. More darts show up, and suddenly a giant, like someone casts a 9th level spell on that planet, and some space lightning shoots out, engulfing and destroying all of the Wraith darts, passes over the jumper, shakes them up a bit.
Interesting.
But they're not destroyed.
Weird, unknown allies, always suspicious.
Exactly.
Must be careful.
So McKay thought for sure they were dead, and that weapon is really cool, and we should go find that.
Let's do it.
Credits.
That's not how the credits end.
So when we come back, McKay just confirms for the record that they're not dead. And they head down to the planet. Because about that space lightning, he wants to, like, why would it destroy the Wraith darts and not them? McKay just rambles because he's got nothing.
I do think that we should name this planet, staying right on theme, the Disney theme. This is Planet Jungle Cruise. Because what you see is very much like you're walking into the Jungle Cruise. It's just a bunch of thatched roofs.
Yeah, that's true. I see that now.
Weird little things.
Yeah.
And then water.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Planet Jungle Cruise.
Okay.
The end. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So, what could make a space lightning that powerful? Maybe an ancient weapon.
Okay.
And one that would be that powerful, it'd probably have to be powered by a ZPM.
Give me a trip home.
Which is basically just McKay catnip.
Yeah.
ZPM.
Need.
He just starts making biscuits. Every time he hears ZPM, he just like starts making biscuits.
He's like, more, please.
And so they have to get down there.
Noises that I can't make.
And John's like, I have to check for damage on the puddle jumper. And I went, no, you don't. The gate is right there and there's no enemies there. You could be like home about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So if there's damage, they could be fixed there, like at your home garage.
Right. You want to just drive home
in the field.
Why would you just
say you want to go see what the powerful weapon is?
Oh, I guess I have to pull into this store here.
I guess I have to pull into this game shop to check my tire presser, even though it's blatant and my house is around the corner.
No, there's the cookies right there. I don't know. I like cookies.
We have cookies, by the way. So, looking through binoculars, there's your basic pre-technological village starter kit.
Yeah.
Kaylee is down for it too. Kaylee! Hey, I know, it's a motorcycle. I understand that. Come here.
She's like, I can make that sound too. Watch.
Are you done? Okay. So, looking through binoculars, it's your basic pre-technological village starter kit.
Yep, it's Planet Jungle Cruise.
And since the Stargate's in orbit, Taylor's people would never have been here. So they walk into the village. It's a hodgepodge of basically every vaguely Pacific culture, cliche or not, that you could find with a little bit of colonialism mixed in there as a salt shaker.
It's like, remember the movie Jungle to Jungle?
Yeah.
With Tim Allen and that little kid who, I think he did
something.
Being Human.
Yeah.
As he got older.
Let's just say it's just enough to be slightly uncomfortable, but you're like, but I know Stargates, they're not doing it purposely.
What's the other one? Gryffindor's Tribe.
I don't know
the one with Jenna Elfman.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
Or any of those early mid-90s.
Yeah.
Here we're going to a weird African planet or some other thing.
With all of the religious people being white people. It's great.
Super not weird.
Nope. So everyone is silent. But they're a little bit silent in the who the fuck are you?
Gryffindor's tribe.
I have never heard of that.
Richard fucking Dreyfuss and Jenna Elfman. Oh God, it's actual people. Natasha Lyonne is one of the children.
Shit.
Lily Tomlin's in this.
I've never heard of this in my life.
Siobhan Fallon Hogan. I don't know who that is. That's Elaine Stritch.
Shit.
Y'all, we're watching. Mila Kunis is in this.
Oh my God.
My goodness. Anything else?
I have never heard of this in my life.
Yep, that's everybody.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Wait.
No,
I thought that said Suzanne Summers, and I was going to be very confused. That would have
been really fucking weird.
Okay,
I'm all done.
Everyone is silent, but silent in that who the fuck are you wandering into our camp? Which is a better welcome than I would imagine a group giving strangers if the group has never seen strangers before.
Yeah.
And then
I do like the guy who runs.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
If you've never seen someone you don't know.
Run, yeah. I take the dash action.
And they meet Zara, who's one of the abbots, who invites them into a hut thing.
Yep.
He's amazed at the thought of anyone from another planet because he basically can't conceive of the thought process.
Wait a minute, there are other planets?
I don't understand what a planet is.
He's like, bro, we haven't gotten off the continent yet. You're going to have to slow the fuck down. We don't even know the Earth is round yet.
Like ships that fly? I mean, come on.
He's like, tell me, what is ship?
And he just knows that is the glory to Athar for bringing them here safely.
Yep.
And Athar is the provider, the protector. And he, again, cannot compute of someone not knowing who Athar is.
I love how you immediately learn, not that it's any surprise that McKay's not religious.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, great.
I love it.
One of these.
Yeah, upon hearing that the Athar is all around, he just tries speaking to the air in a way to make nice with the locals.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not interested in the forest. I don't care. Science.
Sometimes I'm McKay.
Everyone's allowed their own opinion.
Exactly. So thankfully, Taylor saves them all from this awkwardness.
Yeah.
Saying that they wish to give their thanks to Athar for their intervention, saving them from the Wraith. Mm-hmm. Interesting point. Zara's like, who the fuck are the Wraith?
Yeah. Yikes.
It's not in their history. It's like a word they don't know. They've never heard of these people. And they've lived here in peace for thousands of years.
Yeah. I like how they immediately turn into the wolf in the cartoon who sees the bird as like dinner or the cat as dinner because they're like, you've never heard of the Wraith?
Their eyes just go wide.
And they're like drooling. Like, what can we take from this planet who's never heard of the Wraith?
They are.
Have some chill. It's going to be all right.
He has no
Your
fucking
desperation is showing. Yeah.
Taylor has the most chill, and that's saying something.
She's the only one who's like, can we not just
play it cool, assholes?
Yeah. You're making me act like you've been here before. It's my favorite phrase.
Yeah. So while the team speaks alone, Zara's going to go tell the other abbots that, strangers are here, and then they'll take them to Chaya, the high priestess. So the team is super excited. Pretty much confirmed that there's an ancient weapon protecting this place. This is a safe world. The Wraith never touched here. And Taylor's like, we could bring displaced refugees here.
Just making big plans.
And McKay's like, look, I don't want to steal their ZPMRL. Like, I've done that. I've realized it's bad. I've learned from my lessons.
But I also kind of want to.
But I really want to look at the weapon and the ZPM.
Can I just play with it? I won't take it home. I promise.
So they go on a hike to see Chaya. And listen, I literally watched this episode an hour ago. I still might be pronouncing her name wrong the entire time.
No, I think Chaya's right.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because for some reason, I just kept saying it wrong this past week.
Wait, Nixie? No, never.
No, me?
Never. No, Chaya sounds right to me. That's how I wrote it down too.
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
Then I never pointed that out.
Never happened. Own it. Her name is Chaya.
In a beautiful green lush temple, Chaya tends to her plants as everyone shows up. And John is like like his jaw automatically drops and his tongue like rolls out.
I mean, in fairness, she's wearing like the hot priestess clothes.
Yes, she is.
Which makes me think that my cleric Ellie, it's time to step up her game.
Probably.
I mean, my poor girl Ellie has been spending all of her time in fucking like scale mail.
Yeah.
And like, she's probably never combed her hair once. They've been busy fighting vampires.
Yeah.
It's probably shoots matted in the back.
I mean, she could probably, I mean, I know it's crossing worlds, but she can probably go visit Allura and probably get some good fashion
that would
tips.
be interesting. She, you know, she's plane shifted before.
Yeah.
So anything's possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're lucky that some of my characters wear clothes half the time.
I do remember the amount of negotiating it took for me to have my Dragonborn not wear pants.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember how many days conversation went for. I was like, she doesn't wear pants.
Winnie the Pooh doesn't wear pants either.
No,
there's a problem with Donald Duck not wearing pants.
What is the deal?
Well, Topsy was more just Topsy spent her life like the past couple hundred years out in the woods.
Yeah, whatever's left of just tattered random
shit. You don't need clothes out in the woods.
Covered in dirt.
Yeah. Like you wear clothes basically to keep the sun off and then bugs away from you.
Yep. The end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam has more style.
Not wear pants.
So, I mean, Chai's not wearing pants either.
That's true.
I mean,
sexy priestess. Got it.
Yes. I'm just going to call her sexy priestess for that.
I like it.
And she knows everyone's name on the team. And McKay's like, someone run ahead. It's fine. Duh. There's no magic here. So they sit down for tea. And
here's my theory.
Yes.
I don't think it's magic. I think she's a time traveler. She's a doctor.
Okay. Was this your theory at the time?
No, it's my theory right now.
Oh, okay. Even though you like know who she actually is.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm down with that. They sit down for tea. She learns about the Wraith.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, that's terrifying. And her heart goes out to Taylor and her people. Taylor's like, yeah, it's not, just my people. It's kind of like the whole galaxy.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good at playing dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
And the whole world here is protected, and that's cool. And I kind of hope that the Thar would provide that sanctuary spell for...
You make it larger for everybody.
I mean, the planet's big. And it's like the whole thing's protected by this cool weapon, so it's kind of you have empty space.
Come into this planet.
Can we just
I'm here now.
There was a word that I was trying to think of in my head and I forgot what it was.
Squatters?
So, nope, we're going to move past it because I can't think of it.
Surf?
Nope, okay, that's not it. So a weapon that Chaya knows nothing about. She's like, what weapon? And McKay gets a little snippy at the denial.
Yeah.
And sort of doesn't keep on his best behavior of sorts. And indicating that the ancient weapon, not a Thar, is what destroyed the Wraith. And is what keeping them away from the planet. Chaya's like, yeah, no, asshole, it's a Thar.
Yeah, he's like
read my face.
Mention words. He's pissed. He's like, I smell bullshit from the very beginning. Gotta give him credit.
Oh, I found the word I was thinking of.
What's the word?
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain. I like
I'm just gonna acquire this planet.
This is mine now. I put my flag here.
Yep.
That makes it mine.
Do you have a flag? I will break onto Eddie Izzard at the moment's notice.
Okay.
Okay, so John plays it a bit more cool than McKay does. Trying to cash in on we have things in common. We could both share from the sharing of resources that we can resource to each other.
You know what it is? McKay's resistant to hot girl charm.
Yeah.
He's had his ass handed to him so many times in romantic endeavors.
Or just in life.
True.
Yeah.
But I like specifically, it's like if you touch the stove while it's hot enough times, you don't burn easily.
No.
He's just resistant to whatever bullshit she's packing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I smell it. I smell some bullshit.
And even Taylor, I think, smells the bullshit, but is like knows how to work around.
Yeah, she's like, yes, but I'm still gonna try to pretend that I do to see what else I can get.
Yeah, and like I'll play this game to see and John's just like, whatever you say, pretty lady.
You're so pretty. I didn't yawn. I did not yawn.
So Chaya's like, look, I'm going to go talk to a Thar. I'm going to go do that. You guys stay here. I'll be back. And after she leaves, McKay's like, you're dumb.
Yep. Yeah.
What is going on? And John's like, look, religious people take their religion seriously. I'm trying to play the game in order to like get the information. And what we saw in orbit was clearly real, but there is a decent chance that she doesn't know what it is. She may not know that there's space lightning spells protecting this planet.
Right. They might be completely clueless and just living in this safety of not, because they never ate the apple, guys.
Yeah.
They never ate the apple.
And Ford's like, well, she could be keeping a secret. And they're like, nah, she's trustworthy. It's fine.
No, never.
And John lays down for a nice nap in the beautiful garden with like probably some really nice scents floating around and like birds chirping. And McKay tries to not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's like, fine, but something's happening. I know things. So
sometime later, Chaya and the Abbots return. And while Athar has no doubts about the Wraith being like real and shitty, and the Lantean's mission to like save people from the shit, also she can't let anyone but her people settle here.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
And McKay about loses it.
Yep.
Well, Taylor just wonders if there's like a way for Athar to reconsider. McKay's like, no, there was no hope for this anyway. Your fucking mind was made up before you went up there.
Yep.
There's no Athar. You just decided this shit.
You just decided there was no room at the inn before we even got here. I'm not going to go into politics.
You're like,
fuck this.
You like
fuck this noise.
Just accuses them of hiding behind their religion to justify their selfishness. And John is like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like,
no, I can't blame McKay.
I can't blame McKay. No.
Yes. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. And I find it interesting that Chaya can't look at McKay here.
Yeah.
If you notice, she kind of averts her eyes away from McKay. And I find that, like, considering her actual situation here, because how badly she actually probably does want to help these people.
She probably thinks exactly the way McKay does.
Exactly. Yeah. So she does, if you notice, keeps averting, keeps like looking down past John the whole time.
That's part of her punishment.
Exactly.
This is the part. You know what it is she hasn't probably had to deal with the actual punishment of her punishment. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Of the same episode that we're watching.
Exactly.
This is probably one of the few times she's actually dealt with the punishment part of it. Like, there might have been the dread of this happening.
Yeah.
But this is the first time it's actually happened.
She deals with the loneliness.
Yeah.
But she hasn't had to deal with the, you have to turn people away. And these are the only people you get to protect.
This is the crepening.
This is the choice she made. So McKay continues that if Thar was real, she'd be ashamed of herself and that millions would die and they will die when they don't have to, all in the name of Thar. How peaceful is that? Yeah. John's like, everyone get his ass back to the jumper.
It's time for him to go.
So I can try to salvage this. John apologizes and Shaya's like, I'm not offended. Shaya simply saw a passionate man acting on his beliefs. Yep. And John makes another plea to tell Athar that they are all her people. Even though they come from far away, they are still humans. We are not strangers, but family. And a distant breeze blows through the frame. And Chaya is compelled by his words. It's what John was going for. Compelling. Yeah. And he invites her back to Atlantis, and he barely gets the words out when she's like, yes, my bags are packed. Let's go. Are we leaving now?
You're pretty.
Now? I have a boarding pass. Here's my jumper boarding pass.
I've been ready forever.
Go?
Yep.
Cool.
Get me the fuck out. Let me out.
And they smile at each other. There's some heavy eye flirting going on.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because you never notice how awkward Sheppard is.
No, because here's the thing. Like, sorry, Kaylee. Kaylee Thor. Kaylee. Kaylee.
Let me see.
She just ran down here from a dead sleep.
Oh, thank you. I see it. I got it.
Was there an actual thing up there? That's what I figured.
Just trying to appease her. Good girl.
You're done now. You can go back upstairs.
So I learned that this works at home.
Okay.
Like, you pretend like I'm gonna get it now.
Well, and we try to get her to like come over here and tell me.
Yeah.
To get her away from the window. Kaylee, come here.
I already saw it.
Come here. Welcome to Dog Minute. Come here. No, over here, Kaylee.
Sorry, y'all.
Come on. Come here. Thank you.
Good girl.
Thank you for telling me. No, I know. Stay here. Hey, Kaylee. Are you done?
We're not in danger. We got it.
Okay. Talking about how awkward John was.
Yep.
Are you done? You done? Go upstairs. Go.
She was completely out.
Go.
Good girl. No.
She'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll work with it.
But yeah, you never really notice how awkward Sheppard is in a flirtation situation.
It's one of those where I get the feeling that he may do a lot of flirting, but like he hasn't gone past flirting. Like he's not that type.
No, I think he's the kind of guy that flirts with everyone.
Yeah.
Like the guy who flirts with the checkout guy or with the old ladies, and that's just how he communicates. But once it's reciprocated, he's like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He doesn't he doesn't make it past the flirting part very often.
Yeah.
And it's just his charisma that like he flirts with everyone.
It's just what he did. Yeah.
It's just the charisma factor.
Yeah.
That is one thing. If you ever made a D&D character for John, his charisma is fucking high.
That's his highest grade. Is he technically a bard? Jeez, no.
Like
he just has high charisma.
He might be a fighter or something just with crazy charisma.
Yeah.
So on Atlantis, we're welcomed Chaya, and she does have to go visit Carson first.
Yeah.
But after that, we would love to get her a grand tour. And John's like,
my bedroom.
Taylor's like, John already said that he would give her a tour. Wink, wink.
Of his penis.
We're just like, yeah, I got that.
Here is the part that goes inside you. Sorry. That was
McKay. McKay tries to like tag along. John's like, no, I got it. I'm good. I know where
everything is. Bye.
Our things go. In the infirmary.
Where's McKay's like, bruh, you're drunk. It's 2 a.m. She's not what you think she is. Come back.
No, she's the
love of my life right now.
She's it. I'm going to marry this woman. In the infirmary, Carson, because he's fucking adorable, says that she's as lovely on the inside as she's on the out. Aww. Health was synonymous with beauty.
I love him.
I do too.
I want him to be my doctor only because every time I have a lot of doctors, and one of my doctors has similar bedside manner.
Yeah. Where
every time I go in there, I'm expecting to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But he's like, you're doing so great.
It's just
look at all these things that you're doing.
Because my favorite part is not that he like compliments and says she's as lovely on the inside out, but then he adds on the little thing. It's like, well, beauty does not mean
yeah.
He just stumbles.
He's like,
it's adorable.
Let me backtrack this forever.
Kaylee, you were making life difficult.
Super not fun times.
Kaylee, seriously. Come over here. Come on. Kaylee, come. Kaylee. Good, because we can fix that real bad stumble I made. There. Come on. Are you done? Seriously? For reals? Lay down right here. Lay down. Thank you. Okay. In the infirmary. Jesus Christ. Stop. In the infirmary, Carson says that she is as lovely on the inside as she is on the out. If, of course, health is synonymous with beauty.
Yeah. She's kind of the greatest thing. Look, Kaylee's barking and she's being a jerk and we're just going to deal with it.
There's a really asshole motorcyclist in the neighborhood who's a serious asshole.
I think he's just driving in circles.
He's just driving in circles, and Kaylee doesn't like motorcyclists because they're super loud. And we're just going to keep going because we're talking about Carson, awesomely sweet and adorable he is.
Kaylee doesn't like motorcycles because her best friend didn't wear a helmet. And she told him every time he would go out for a ride, she said, please just wear a helmet.
And then he didn't.
And he didn't. And then he got stuck on a train track because he also never stopped at train tracks. And that's why Kaylee hates all cars and vehicles.
Yep. Kaylee hates anything with a motor.
Yep.
And sometimes without a motor.
Mm-hmm. Kaylee hates.
And the infirmary.
She's so metal.
And the infirmary. Carson says that Shia is as lovely on the inside as she is on the out. And if health is, of course, synonymous with beauty. And seriously, Carson, I love you.
Yeah.
He's such a goddamn fucking gentleman. And like,
he's
I love him.
He really is. He's, I want every doctor to be like that.
Yeah.
Just charming and kind. And like, when you show up and you're me and you're like, look, I've done okay, but there's a lot of things I could have done better. Please don't yell at me. Please don't yell at me. I want the doctor who's like, hey, everything's fine.
Yeah.
You're doing the best job you can do.
Let's keep working on it.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let me show you all the things you've done great.
Because it's the part where it's like the first part is really sweet, but then he's like, oh, I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm not judging you on your looks.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Because Carson's never one who would judge anyone on appearance.
Of course not.
So they discuss the different machines that Carson has.
Mm-hmm.
Some are from Earth, some are Atlantean tech, some no clue what the fuck they do.
I just touch them because why not?
And if he ever meets an ancient, he'd ask what they do.
Oh.
And she has a few questions on the ancients and ascension, and also everyone on her planet is as healthy as Shia, which there's no disease, there's no ailment, like barely broken bones, everyone heals fast. So Carson comes in, or John comes in.
Most importantly, STD free.
STD free.
You make sure to mention that.
Well, it's later.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
He hasn't mentioned STDs to her.
You're right.
But Carson says she's good to go. Healthiest patient he's ever had. And she takes John's arm and they leave. Arm in arm. Up in the control room. McKay tells Weir that either she knows about the weapon and is playing them, or she has no clue and this is all a waste of time. He is not on board this train at all.
No, he's like, can we stop with this charade?
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit.
He's like, let's send another team. They can scan things from orbit. The people on the planet are dumb. They won't know what's going on. At least I think we're not going to have another Janai situation on our hands. Because there's no way this could be a natural phenomenon.
Right.
There's something there.
If nothing else, they've learned to not trust.
Yeah.
To not trust because shit's always going down because Pegasus is a fucking bullshit. People are mean on Pegasus.
As every adventuring party soon finds out, trust nothing.
Trust none of the things.
Yeah. And Carson radios that he has the results. So John and Shia walk and talk. We do learn there's a couple hundred people between the Atlantis mission and the Athosians on the mainland. And he's like, do we win brownie points yet?
Yeah.
Everything you see here?
Look at all my cool shit.
Yeah. So he admits that he doesn't believe in Athar, but he respects that Shia believes in Athar.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, if your people were in trouble and we could help, would you take no for an answer?
Right. That's a great appeal. That's a great argument.
Yeah.
Like, let's just put ourselves in each other's shoes for a minute.
Yeah.
I also love the idea that because
we're going to ignore her from now on.
We're ignoring her. Because we know that she's Atlantean, it's almost like this weird sense of mansplaining that he's doing at her, but he has no idea.
He has no idea.
There's no clue.
And she's just nodding along with it.
She's like,
Yeah.
Tell me more about this thing that I know all about because I probably helped make it.
Yeah, basically. In the infirmary, Becca tells them that Shia is in perfect health. Like, too healthy. Too textbook healthy. McKay just double checks.
She is a replicator.
She's human, though, right?
She is a robot.
And she is. And this is where he goes on, like, there's no viruses, there's no STDs, there's no hints of any disease, there's nothing. Like, frankly, he points out human life is way more fragile than this. He doesn't care what galaxy you're they're in. This is unnatural levels of health.
Right. There should be something that's it's your car shouldn't be perfectly clean all the time. No, unless it's never been used in the showroom.
Her body's never been used before. It's
dirty.
Just like no. That wasn't meant to be dirty. Not meant to be dirty. I was more referring that she just like puts her body in a closet and then just floats around.
Yep.
And every once in a while takes her and puts it on like a neat
never been used before. Got it right off the line. You want to take it for a spin, John?
Out on the Atlantis balcony. Chaya loves the ocean air. It's one thing this planet has a lot of.
Sheppard's like, hey, I heard you were STD free. What's up, girl? What's up?
And Chaya wonders why they can't just resettle refugees here. And I mean, you have Atlantis to protect them. It seems like a solution to everyone's problems. He's like, look, we do have land and we do have Atlantis, but we don't understand this city. We can't even power the shield of this city.
Yeah.
And they head to the control room. He's like, oh, call me John.
Yeah.
It's not Major Sheppard, it's John.
Let's go on first name basis.
And
why don't you get comfortable?
He tells her basically how he wrote the Wraith. That's cool. And starts showing her around the control room, pointing out different panels. And I love when he gets to the one that Grodin's working on, and he mouths to her, "What is this?
What does this do?"
Trying to sound impressive. Sadly, even Grodin doesn't have any clue what this one is.
Well, I feel like even if he did, Grodin is not impressed. He's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's something I would do if someone was bringing a girl around trying to impress them with the work that we did.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be a little annoyed.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what does this thing do? I'd be like, I don't know.
Something.
Why don't you tell her?
Makes pictures.
Yeah. Fuck off.
But the moment Chaya rests her hand on the console, it lights up.
Hey, look at that.
Indicating that she would have the ATA gene.
Uh-huh.
And I love the mention that the ancient Atlanteans. The Atlantians,
we sound drunk.
We're good at many things, but instruction manuals were not one of them.
They needed a consultation with IKEA.
They did. Just pictograph it.
Yeah, something.
With about 30 extra pages you need, because it's the same pictographs on repeat.
Just reasons.
With the 2 words underneath it in a different language.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the whole thing is the pictographs are clear enough that you don't need the words.
Or how about just put all the words on the bottom of one part?
Could be. Yeah. That could be a thing.
Save some paper.
Save some trees.
We like trees.
So in the briefing room, thankfully McKay isn't there. While they try to negotiate, they want some land to the refugees can settle on. And Atlantis can share technology. Chaya's like, yeah, we don't need any more tech.
She goes,
Star gives us everything.
So pretentious here. She's like, we don't make extras. We only make what we need.
Yeah, I know.
We don't need your fancy technology because we're self-sufficient and we're above that. Yeah. It's very unapproachable.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, she's knowing who she is.
All we seek is knowledge.
She is covering of being like, yeah, we don't need those.
Yeah, gotta go bite. Yeah.
I don't need that either. Please don't come look at us too closely. But what she does want is some spiritual knowledge.
That's code for sex.
Which is the one thing she kind of does.
That's
want.
my AKA. That's code for sex is my new AKA.
She does want spiritual knowledge, actual spiritual knowledge. Which I was trying to eloquently say that Earth has lots of.
Lots of sex on Earth.
To be fair, that is 2 things that history is really well known for.
It still works.
Religion and sex.
They go hand in hand.
They usually do.
Or butt to butt or whatever fucking way you want to do.
Any way you want to combine those parts,
as long as it's consensual,
listen,
go for it.
Yeah. You know, we went in the Jeep yesterday to a park to go off road trails, and we met one person who told us, you know, how to get to this one little lake that we went to visit. And he was like, his phrasing was, you know, just go explore. It's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Works for both religion and sex.
Go explore.
That is your TED Talk brought to you by Nixie and Grace.
Okay, let's get on with the show.
Earth has plenty of religion and sex. So many different religions, all the religions. But John,
Kwanzaa.
Just to know, Kwanzaa's not a religion.
Yeah. I feel like he's like Christianity, Buddhism, And he's like, I don't know things. He's like, Festivus.
Festivus is a religion.
Arbor Day. He's just naming like holidays now. He's like Flag Day.
Pastafarianism. It's my personal religion of choice.
Yeah. Good stuff.
But they're going to set up Chaya to access the Atlantis historical database. And about that land lease, they never get back to it. So in the control room, Grodin is telling McKay about the new control console. It appears to be an internal-external biometric sensor array. And appears to show the biosignatures of everyone in Atlantis. And he thinks also could have acted like an early warning detection system for alien presence in the city. And it activated when Chaya touched it, McKay points out, which was either because she had the ATA gene or because she was an alien.
Yeah. Either you're with us or against us, but not somewhere in the middle.
Either way, something to know about.
Yeah.
And someone should keep an eye on her. And John's like,
yeah.
They're like, John is. McKay's like, yeah, I'm sure he is.
And we meant like not just her butt.
You know, there's other parts to keep eyes on.
Boobs. Boobs
you
are
know,
good. Yeah.
Eyes.
Faces are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the things are good.
Collarbones.
Everybody's got a thing.
Everyone's got a thing.
I do love McKay's approach in this entire episode.
Yes.
He's like, I'm not letting my guard down.
McKay needs credit for this.
We've learned not to let our guard down. I don't know what the fuck is going on with all of you people. Why am I the only one not letting my guard down?
We'll get to it when him and John go toe to toe.
He's like, remember that episode 2 weeks ago when everyone died?
Do you remember the episode last week when people lied
It's
to
been
us?
like 7 days, maybe. All right.
So Taylor catches John with a picnic basket. She wanted to see the best view of the city at night, and that's at the end of the East Pier.
Sure.
It's a long walk, so he's bringing provisions.
Yeah.
And she pokes fun at him, going, "Yes, you are ambassador." And John's like, "Yeah, because she's a diplomat, and I'm negotiating with my tongue." Late night
a penisorial and diplomatic picnic.
And all kidding aside, Taylor does go, you know, you are allowed to let your guard down.
Yeah, I like this conversation
and like have emotions for people. And John's like, no, this is just an ambassadorial diplomatic picnic outing thing.
I love that she reminds him of this.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can't just live this work.
Exactly.
Dude, if you like someone, go like them.
Like, you have a lot of stress in your life.
Yeah. Go
Sometimes
do something about it.
Just go on a picnic date with someone.
Yeah. It's totally okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So McKay tells Weir that he wants to send her back to her planet. And because he has intuition, goddammit. And sometimes that counts for something.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, no, John's watching her. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like Captain Kirk over here.
I do love the reference. Of course he makes the reference.
Like, to McKay, there's way too many warning signs about this lady. And Weir's like, look, I know she's different, but that doesn't make her a threat. Right. And for now, the gains that I could make by having a treaty with her is worth the minor risk of her, you know, not telling us the whole truth. And McKay is super annoyed.
He is
at that statement.
It sucks. It sucks so hard because he's not wrong.
No.
But at the end of the day, it ends up being like nothing nefarious.
Yeah.
So I think if this happens again, everyone else might still react the same way. And he's still going to be like, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Like the one person being like, bruh, don't let that fucking horse here. Shit's going down. They're like, oh, what could happen?
That's right. It was a gift.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, that's the one thing that I love about this episode is that neither side is wrong.
Right. Like
both sides are completely accurate.
Yeah.
So out on the romantic picnic, whatever they're eating is the last of whatever it is on the base. And she's fascinating learning all about Earth's religions.
I would be pissed if we gave up my food. I don't even like when Jesse finishes the last of the salsa or the ice cream without telling me first. Okay, I'm done.
But more importantly, we learned that they traded for grapes, and the Athosians on the mainland make wine.
Yes.
That's important.
Important. We are not out of wine.
And Chaya admits that, she was lying about something on progress.
Bum, bum, bum.
Specifically when she said she wasn't lonely. And spending time with John reminds her what it's like to not be alone. And John, breaks for a second, his system glitches.
Yeah. This is when we learn he's not actually Kirk because he's not smooth.
No. And he stands up with this, grin, and he's like,
what?
This is probably the first time, it is the first time he's been in a romantic situation with a woman from another planet before. And it's not wrong. It's not weird. It's just amusing.
Weird. It's just weird.
It's just a thing. And he quickly gets over it, sits down, and they start playing some tonsil hockey.
I do love that. Dude, take the earpiece off. just take the earpiece off. He's so caught up. He doesn't even take the earpiece off. I remember one time, I will share this. I think it's a cute story, and I don't think domestic partner boyfriend Jesse will mind.
Listen, it's fine.
Our first kiss, I was still holding my purse, and I went in for a hug, but it became a kiss, and so I was like, I don't know what to. I'm holding my purse. I don't know what to do with myself. This is very awkward.
See, we took all of the awkwardness out of ours
with alcohol.
Well, it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah, there you go.
Midnight. What else are you gonna do?
You gotta kiss someone.
We both say that the other one went in for the kiss.
That's funny because Jesse says the same thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm the one who was left awkwardly holding my purse.
Well, ours was it was midnight on New Year's Eve, so we both did because it was what else do you do?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That happens. So John comes back with that grin on his face, rumpling his hair a little more. Yeah, that's very Han Solo.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Also, he's not smooth enough to be Han Solo.
He's really just not smooth, which only works in his favor.
It does. It's
just a complete lack of everything. It's like, oh, you're adorable.
So McKay couldn't sleep, so he was going to go do some research in the control room. And John is, always up late. I do get the feeling that John does not sleep. He's just one of those people that naturally doesn't need a ton of sleep.
He's like, no, I got 4 hours. I'm good.
Also see him as an afternoon napper.
Oh, I'm down for a good nap.
I see him as someone who takes a good siesta every day.
Yep.
I'm not a napper, but I see that he might be
I love a good nap, and the weekdays suck, especially Mondays, because I take naps on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
I've got a 3 p.m. nap that happens. In fact, I think when Nixie came and Nick came over last night, I was like, hey, text us both because we'll be napping.
Yeah.
One of us is bound to wake up.
Listen, we always text each other when we leave the house going to the others, just in case they're not wearing pants or napping or,
And naps will happen. And it's, what makes it even easier is having a pet.
Oh, yeah.
Who likes to nap with you. Because then you've got a constant nap buddy.
Mine naps consistently.
Yeah.
Does not always nap with you.
Oh, no. Yeah. She's like, don't touch me. This is my own space.
She's very much she'll share the bed.
Well, yeah.
On the other side of the bed.
Oh, no. Our boys are like, oh, are you napping? I'm going to climb on your face.
Unless she wants to nap right in between your legs. Oh. So you're then trapped.
Yeah.
You can't move.
You can't go anywhere. Yep.
Good
times.
Anyway, so McKay warns him that the Captain Kirk routine is problematic, morally dubious, and slightly, questionable on a late 60s. Words are failing my
thing. It happens. He's look, you're not Kirk.
No.
Stop trying to be Kirk.
But John is confused when McKay explains why that the whole thing I just said. John points out that it's none. I'm gonna drink another drink real quick. John points out that it's none of his fucking business. I still failed at that sentence.
It's okay.
So McKay is worried that the woman that he doesn't trust at all,
Chaya,
that is surely holding something secret, has the ranking military officer wrapped around his finger.
So it is time to be concerned.
Yeah. And John just gets mad at the insinuation of that. And it doesn't help that Chaya is just watching the end of this, sulking, giving McKay the stink eye, and walking away. I love this confrontation.
It is really good because it's that awkward thing where you're talking about someone.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, they heard me.
Well, it's besides the fact that both of them are so blinded to what the other one is saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they're both accurate and they're both wrong.
Right. Yes.
Because no matter how right McKay is, he still doesn't trust that John is not just being duped.
Yeah, that's true. Because you know what it is they're both gathering correct information, but their motives are poor.
Yeah, they both have confirmation bias of their own situation.
So it's their motives that are fucking up the situation.
Yeah.
If you could find a way to look at this a little more analytically, I wonder if they would be in this shitty of a confrontation.
Because John, while he might be in that early stages of romance, blinding the blinders situation. Yeah, he's still he's not being drugged. Mm-hmm. He's not being hardcore seduced. He's not. His eyes are still open. Mm-hmm. He's seeing what's going on, but he's also just can you just trust me that I know a bad egg when I smell one?
And that's part of what's happening, right? It's that lack of trust that's causing the situation to be so shitty.
So it's a good scene.
Yeah.
Wow. So the next morning, McKay didn't sleep and needs to show Weir something. Mm-hmm. Shia's biometric reading is different. Not born in another galaxy difference. It's also different than Taylor's. And McKay is seriously at this point. He's like, someone listen to me when I'm pointing out this problem. Yep.
He's like, I know something's not right here. You can't blame him for not giving up. He's got to not give it up.
He gets mad credit for that.
At some point, the only way to stop him is for the truth to come out.
Yeah. So he wants to be in the morning negotiations. He's just going to secretly and stealthily scan her. Mm-hmm. And Weir relents, but he has to play it cool. Real cool.
Super cool.
And, McKay's great at that.
He's very cool all the time. The coolest guy ever.
Super cool.
Yep.
I was trying to go into West Side right there, and I failed at it.
West Side?
Yeah. Play it cool, boy.
Oh my God.
Cool. I failed.
I'm sorry. I'm not Broadway enough to know it.
It's not one of the ones I know super well. So it was partly my fail. I failed my performance check.
Damn it.
Yeah. So McKay has a bunch of stuff taped to the bottom of the table.
Okay.
And Shia has been impressed by the religious text that she's read from Earth. Not quite as impressed on the whole history and how there's always a war going on Earth.
Fights.
And Weir's like, look, I never tried to hide that shit. Yeah. I never said we were perfect. We're a pretty fucked up planet.
Listen, we never said we were assholes. We just asked if we had religion.
Exactly.
The end.
So it is something that Shia is very disturbed about. Mm. Every soul on her planet is free from hate and anger. The
pretentious judgment. I'm
and
done with it.
Our shit smells like lavender. And she knows not all Earthens are like that. She touches John's arm. Mm-hmm. And Weir does clarify, look, there's a difference between everyone on that planet that we came from and everyone here in this expedition.
Right. I'd like to think that everyone here is the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of shitholes.
And so, she does agree. Shara does agree that many people here Athar would welcome with open arms. Mm-hmm. Others, and she stares directly at McKay.
Fuck. Others have eaten from the tree of knowledge and should be banished.
And Weir and Taylor stand behind every person, that they rule or lead over. That was, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's about trust. Mm-hmm. And Chaya's like, yeah. It is about trust. Have your scans found anything, McKay?
Yeah, fuck. It's about trust and how we don't trust you, so we scanned you.
And he's caught red-handed. He's like, no, annoyingly not.
But that's the thing, though. The fact that she knows she's being scanned only proves to him that you can't trust her.
Exactly.
How does she know she's being scanned?
And John is offended by what's going on. McKay was right. He says, she's an ancient. he claims. It's the only logical explanation for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, but the one thing McKay doesn't get is why the act. Right. I don't know if he'd be more offended by someone holding this deep secret, like pretending or something, or if she did admit that she was an ancient.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because McKay knows that they would, or Shia knows that McKay and the people in Atlantis would get everything to talk to an ancient.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you either hid this from us, which is really shitty, or you, it's a shit situation.
There's no good way to do this. Basically, why are you lying to us?
Exactly.
Why? Are you an asshole, or is there some other crazy bullshit reason? Because all we understand right now is you lied to us. I'm right.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
And we do learn there is some other weird, crazy asshole situation. It's because she did want to come to Atlantis, and she knew that coming here would reveal too much.
Right.
She's an ancient, but she also cannot offer sanctuary.
Yeah.
But why she came to Atlantis was John.
She did it all for the nookie.
She did do it all for the nookie. She's lived in solitude for so long that when Captain Kirk over here showed up and asked her to come back to Atlantis, and John's like, can we, like this whole time he's been like,
whoa.
Can we have a moment alone? And everyone's like, no, in unison.
Yeah, he's like, I really wanted to keep my private shit private, but I guess that's not an option.
So Chaya's like, it's okay, I will leave. And they're like, that doesn't solve the problem either.
No.
John chases her out of the room, but Chaya's like, she does that where she's been sitting too long and she stands up and everything goes white or black and the circulation doesn't quite make it back to her brain.
She's getting a little dizzy.
That's exactly what it looks like.
For far too long.
Yeah, and she sort of falls, faints. To John's arm.
Oh no! Yeah.
Back on Proctorus.
I mean, I would fake being sick too if I was in a shitty situation like that. I'd be like, oh no, my blood sugar.
It's anything to get out of the conversation.
Yeah. Fuck.
Back on Proctorus, Wraith darts and cruises are over the planet.
God damn it.
On Atlantis, Chaya realizes that she should never have left. And with everyone else confused as to what the fuck is going on, she reveals herself that she's also ascended.
Yep.
And she just light squints her way out of the conversation.
She's like, bam, gotta go.
And plane shift.
Again, how awesome would that be to just be like, this is a shitty situation. Bye.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah. Legit smoke. Yeah, that's what this is.
She activates the Stargate and heads through it. And John immediately goes to a jumper to head back to the planet.
Well, sure, he's got to be like the hero to save her.
Alone, with no one else with him, without any gear.
No, dum-dum.
And I will say, I love the shot of control room through the jumper.
Yeah.
It looks very much like the jumper ride that will eventually be at the Atlantis theme park.
That's what I was thinking of too.
I haven't been able to be on the new Millennium Falcon ride because it's not open here in Florida yet, and it'll take me like a year to get onto it after that. But like this, we can do a jumper ride that's like Millennium Falcon. It looks exactly like you're in the ride and everything's moving outside.
And Weir's like, "What are you doing? There's waves coming at you." Blah blah blah.
And then we cut to a ride. I like it. Motion simulator.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
I dig it.
But John is fairly sure that the Wraith are attacking the planet, and he's also sure he won't have to defend the planet alone. So he heads to the gate. Darts are fucking everywhere. Cats and dogs living together. He takes in a few darts, and they all like start converging on him. And Chaya appears in the jumper.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
What is it? Is it Hercules? It's Meg, who's like, I'm a damsel.
Yeah.
I'm in distress. Yeah. But I've got this.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, you did not. What led you to think that I needed you here to help me?
I literally told you I'm an ascended ancient.
Exactly. What do you think you can do?
Thank you, human. Go away now.
And she's like, I've got this, yo, and some more space lightning. She cast another level 9 spell because she slept since the last time, destroying all the Wraith.
She took a short rest.
That's a long rest.
That's true.
Yeah. So John heads to the planet once all the Wraith are gone and runs up to the temple and eventually finds Chaya, or should I say Athar in whites this time. She's changed outfits.
Yeah.
So we find out when she was mortal, this was her home.
Yeah.
And when the people that John calls the ancients ascended, they were all supposed to.
Right.
Which is kind of a terrifying thought if you think about that for a second.
For an entire race to ascend.
Like if they forced the rest of their people to ascend.
Yeah.
Is that what just went on here?
Like they all just leveled up, but also
forced everyone else to level up?
Yeah. Oh no, it's crazy.
Because it says they were all supposed to, and they had to leave their human ties, which some people found difficult.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I would find it a little difficult.
And so when the Wraith came to take the rest of her people out on the planet, she lashed out with her mind and destroyed all of the Wraith. And the others did not approve of that. They didn't want to interfere in any way with the affairs in the mortal realm, which is something that we've learned from the ancients.
Right.
I mean, that's why Daniel was sent back.
And like, get the fuck out of here.
She was exiled, and her punishment was the unending protection of this planet. So she sometimes takes human form to walk among the people. She comes and goes. She never stays long enough to get attached until she met John. And for the first time,
how do you not attach to that boyish charm?
And it's the first time that she has regretted the choice that she made. And she can only protect her people. That's part of the punishment.
Yikes.
And if she tries to break her punishment, basically, they will come for her and they will stop her, the rest of the ancients, and the rest of the ascended.
Fuck.
And John's not really sure he can walk away at this point, not just personally, but professionally, just the situation. It's very intertwined.
Yeah. He's like, emotions. I really like you, and I think you're awesome. And also, I think your powers are awesome. And I think there's more we can do with this.
And, like, the ancients' highest law is non-interference, and she's bound by those laws. Like, they can't even have a thought transaction.
Yeah.
You know, they can't learn from each other. She can't leave this planet again. John's like, I can come visit. Yeah,
it's like, hey, I really like you, but you really want to live somewhere far from here, and my life is here, and I can't leave my life here. And it's like, well, we could do a long distance thing. It's like, but it's not really gonna work.
I tried that; it doesn't work very well.
It's gonna be a little difficult. Weird. He's like, but I got a jumper.
And then she does the same thing that Orlin did with Sam. They share each other.
Interesting. Slightly weird.
And they know each other as well as anyone ever can.
Creepy.
They have space sex.
I do. We do learn that Sheppard is a talker.
Yeah,
because he's like, "This is cool," or it's like, "Quiet, quiet, just fucking let it happen." Hey, what do you think? It's like, can we not talk about?
And then fade out.
Yeah. Space sex. Why is that not the AKA?
AKA space sex.
AKA space sex. There's a lot of AKAs this week.
There's all the AKAs.
This was a fun episode. It's interesting. Like, will we be running into more ascended that are stuck on this realm, for lack of a better word, or is this the only one? And then, does this mean there's more to the meets the eye to the Atlanteans because they're a little bit dicks? Interesting. What the fuck's going on? So I feel like we'll run into something like this again. Like, we're just like more history with ancients still around, where it's like everything's not what it seems. The Wraith are still shitholes, but everything's not what it seems.
We kind of already were getting the idea that the ancient were dicks just because of the information Daniel learned.
That's true.
We're like, Oma, you're cool and all, but you're a little bit of an asshole.
They're very like holier than thou, which is appropriate.
Like, they're very pretentious.
Fucking A. It's fun.
Yeah.
SpaceX is always fun.
It doesn't go on my list, my top 5 list.
No, I feel like this goes on like on the rom-com list.
Yeah. the Stargate.
Well, I feel like there's the one with Sam.
Yeah.
And the guy who builds a steampunk.
Orlin. Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Jack has one. He's stuck on the planet.
Yeah. What about the pizza one? Where he eats the weird pizza.
Pizza one?
Yeah. So there's a couple of interesting rom-com ones.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Okay.
So next week, we're going to talk and listen, Grace, I'm going to tell you that it is a clip episode. However, when you watch it, you will realize this is the greatest clip show that's ever clip showed.
Okay. Okay, fine. It's mid-season.
Yeah.
There's probably something they're wrapping
Because,
up to.
guys, the other one that you're thinking about might be the greatest clip show. I don't count as a clip show.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the greatest clip show.
Of all clips.
The way they do it is fantastic. And there is a guest star that is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Now I'm intrigued.
I know.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. And listening to Kaylee and all of her barks.
I love her. She's just loud. She takes
we'll
after
be
me.
here next week with the clip shows that I will supposedly like.
Yep.
The future is yet to see.
You will.
Until then, find us on Twitter at Terra Podcast.
Facebook at There's No Place Like Terra.
Email us at theresnoplaceliketerra@gmail.com.
Rate us patreon.com/There's No Place Like Terra. Rate us, like us, review us on Apple Podcasts.
SpaceX. Not SpaceX, but Space Sex. Okay, let's go.
I can see what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay,
ready? Wait, over here. This is the one that does first.
Bye.
Bye.